It won't get in. We got a guy here. Now he's behind the building. Slide the ambulance, please. Somewhere else.
He was right in front of the Brad.
During the third millennium, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he will never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
I've been crying for 24 hours.
That's a problem.
Are you dehydrated?
That's a problem.
I feel like you're probably dehydrated.
Probably low on electrolytes, too.
Royce Lopez.
I've been crying and I've been nauseous and sleepy. and
The
really
air smells like rotten eggs.
and really sleepy and sleepy.
These two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Hey, yo, what it is. Welcome, everybody, to Revenge of the Sis. And here we are, back from the weekend already. It's
Yay.
Monday. Yay.
Nothing happened except everything happened.
Yeah, did anything happen? I don't
Well,
know.
Tiger Woods got another DUI.
That was funny. Yeah. But wasn't that like right? We knew that because that was
Hold
like
on,
on the tail end of Friday.
Well, yeah, but we're also in the war in the Middle East, so we're also doing that. Gas is expensive again.
Dude,
Guys,
all right.
we've come back in time.
Can I just say, so this isn't an indicator of all gas prices, but there's two gas stations by my house that are like uber expensive, but there's one that's like, I stop there because if I'm on my way here, it's just the easiest way
I
to
get
stop
it.
at.
Trust me, there's same thing. I'm the same way. There's certain gas stations
I
where it
won't
might
fill
be
up
cheaper.
there, but I'll
then
throw a few
getting out of
bucks
it's
in.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
Getting out of one, yeah.
So I stopped at that 7-Eleven today. Guess how much? I put mid-grade in, but guess how much just mid-grade was $4.79.
Based.
Premium, $5.09.
She needs
a gallon.
premium, dude.
$5.09 a gallon for premium.
Well, it's $104 currently right now for a barrel.
They said they said there's rumors it may go up to $200 a barrel,
Well, we'll see. I mean,
which would be like crippling.
well, they're letting.
It would be
They're
devastating.
it would literally cripple the Earth's economy. It would literally cripple the Earth's economy. Which we got a whole bunch of stuff, but like before we even get into any of that stuff, like I actually use Grok because it's good for some stuff, especially for finding stuff in Twitter. Since it's in Twitter, it has complete access to it. So you get it.
And using Grok a lot too is also good for not driving up fuel costs.
Right, exactly. Perfect. So then I use Grok to see if Elon Musk has commented about this war at all. He hasn't. He has not. And I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure because all this shit's going on around him and he's just talking about the SAVE Act and England. And I'm like, bro.
Well,
but the
also
thing is,
a lot
Elon
of
wouldn't
Tesla-
shut the fuck up about Ukraine, though.
A lot of Tesla Grok stuff too. Like a lot of that, hey, I'm focused on my company right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody fucking cares. But
everybody's doing that right now. Like fucking, like Elon's talking about Tesla. He's talking about SpaceX. If you look at like Ron DeSantis, he's like, hey, how good are tourism numbers, huh? You like oranges? Everybody's just staying in their fucking lane.
I can deal with that. That's fine. Good. I don't want to hear your fucking opinion on this fucking war because
Everyone's
this is a shit
staying
war.
in their lane. The smart ones.
Oh yeah, did you see those leaks? Those leaks that came out that fucking apparently JD Vance was on a phone meeting with Netanyahu, was like, yelling at him that he misled Trump on, all this stuff. So those seems to be real. But then Dana Loesch is crashing out because instead of like talking about the leaked thing that came out, she's going like, isn't it weird that those were leaked to a former Tucker Carlson employee? And it's like, who fucking cares? What if... Look, what I think is happening now, and this is the fucking truth, I think there is an all out, and I like a lot of stuff Tucker is saying, but I do believe Tucker's part of this too, and I'm just going to be very clear. And it's because he's personal friends with him. I think that's why it is. But there is an all in out fucking call to arms to protect JD Vance from this, to insulate him from this. Because this is bad optics.
He was the golden boy up to now.
This is bad optics. We all know this is. JD Vance has said a couple things when pressed, but he's not out there giving his fucking opinion or saying anything. And I think that this leak that came out was another one. I do think it happened, but I do think that this leak is just another thing that was leaked to kind of insulate him from what's happening.
Save him from the fallout of this, because it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. And now look, I don't want to talk about morally what we would do, because that's a different thing. But politically, if you're JD Vance, yes, this is the correct move. If you're politically, forget whether you think he's a liar or what he should be doing or what he should. Joe Kent's the only person currently right now that's doing the morally right thing that's in the cabinet. But politically speaking, if you're JD Vance,
are you the morally right thing? I've been incredibly informed he's a coward and a traitor.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. He married really quick 4 years later after his wife died.
Listen, when Cat Turd tells me the man's a traitor, he's a traitor.
Look, if you can't trust that panhandle fucking trailer trash, who can you trust?
Cat murdering piece of shit.
Fucking asshole. You will address me by my wife's rank. Fuck you, Cat Turd. No, that's what all these assholes are. But it's like,
you will address me by my
wife's rank. Yeah, that's Cat Turd. But it's
Can we get that as an ROTC t-shirt?
That's an ROTC. I like that, actually. And people will be really upset because we're just going to put ROTC on it, and we're going to do it in the military. We're going to get so sued. We're going to do it in the United States military ROTC font. Yeah.
They can't sue us.
They don't have any money?
No.
Oh, that's true.
It's all going to Iran.
That's a good point. Okay, we're okay. No, that's why they might sue us.
We countersue them for $200 billion. The exact amount they needed for Iran.
And you say, and I know you have it. And I know you have it.
But we're willing to settle for $1 million.
$1 million. That's only
and
one.
They're like, fine, here. It's the easy go-to, right? $200 billion, but I'll settle for $1 million. They're like, fine, here.
That's it? Okay, that sounds good. I have that on me.
Yes.
Hackers appear to have accessed FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email.
Yeah, not only that, did you see what leaked?
Hold on. We have to be very careful because I'm playing a news story. You have to be very careful, and I'm just telling you about what you could say.
You can't show stuff.
You cannot show stuff. You could say what was leaked, but not specifics.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead. Sure.
I saw some stuff. I don't know. I can't say if it's true or not. That is, he had an X videos account.
Mm-hmm. And I heard about that.
That leaked.
Spider Cash, yeah.
Spider Cash, yeah. Spider Cash.
Yeah. Not only.
Also, let me point out.
Go ahead, bud.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna quickly say. Sorry, Reggie. I was just gonna quickly say. He didn't have a Pornhub account. He didn't have an X Hamster account. He didn't have any X videos.
But who has an account? Hold on, shut up for a second.
How else do you leave comments?
Who has an account on
How else are you going to leave
No.
comments?
Dude,
Yeah, how do you
fuck off. The
Boris, how do you bookmark them? How do you
people,
save the ones you
I
like?
don't. I feel shame after I leave.
Exactly. There's porn everywhere.
The only people that leave comments on porn sites or have porn sites are
Indian.
Not Indian.
They're Indian.
They're
Cool
Indians.
Indian dudes.
But can I point out that this is one of the first times that the Indian got fucking scammed? How did his password leak? Do we know?
Israeli,
it was
or not
password.
Israeli, Iranian fucking hackers. They fished him. He got fished by Iranians.
He got fished. Like an idiot.
Yeah.
The head of our FBI falls for phishing scams.
And not only did he have an X videos account, he logs into it.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah, he was in on it. He was on it recently. I saw that. I saw that little.
And then of course now he has to now call the X videos fucking malign.
Hello. No. Thank you for calling X Video. We are here to help you with all of your masturbatory needs. How may I help you, sir?
This is is Cash Patel. My password has been leaking all over the internet.
Oh, that's very bad. You sound like my grandpa. Can I call you Grandpa? Grandpa Cash, I love you.
Look,
This is not of importance.
I get that it's funny to laugh and joke about Indian customs service. Boy, that's all great. I want to point it out again because I think people missed my point. The head of the FBI, one of the most powerful federal agencies in the country, is falling for phishing scams.
We're sorry you're having trouble.
And I want to point out that the head of the FBI, I would understand if, like, we were getting, like, Jeb Bush as president and he was installing some 70-something-year-old Mormon FBI agent that, like...
I don't know why Murr saying Jeb Bush as president made me laugh.
You know, but, like, I would understand if we were in that kind of, like, neocon, like, where, all right, yeah, he installed a guy that was literally boots on the ground in Dealey Plaza when they killed Kennedy. We know we can trust this guy, but he's, like, 87. You go, I could understand him falling for a phishing scam. This is the young, hip podcasting guy, and he's falling for phishing scams?
Wasn't his password like password or something like that? Something stupid?
Man, this happens all the time, right?
Was it his government? It was his Gmail account, I'm assuming, right? It was probably...
He was using
his
one
personal
account to do
Private
both.
account.
It's a private account that's a little bit different than...
It would be sick. How cool would that be if you had an Xvideos account that you signed up at your FBI.gov?
Bookmarking stuff. Just bookmarking. Commenting on things. They couldn't see what he was watching, though, right?
I mean, I'm sure that if he left comments.
To find out.
Because, I mean, again, I don't know why. Why would you sign up for these websites unless you wanted to leave comments?
I don't get to one point.
And I always love
I don't understand
I always love when, like, you know, you go look at porn back in the day and jerk off and he'd scroll down a little bit and there's just always a guy going, hell yeah, that's some nice pussy. I wish I could fuck that pussy.
By the way, 99% of the time the comment is like, who is this? No, you
Yes,
tell me I'm
who
wrong.
is this?
They're just looking for
'Cause
more
I
of that
want to
girl.
stalk her.
I want to find her and
And
kill
her
her
home.
and wear her skin. But
Okay,
normal stuff.
So, can I give you proof that it's him?
Sure.
So, the profile was clearly used to review, leave comments. While the username matches as an alias associated with a burner email and the leaked data, it has not been officially confirmed. Following the circulation of screenshots, the account has become restricted.
What?
Stupid, you fucking idiot.
Oh, no. But are you judging me?
I just want to know what he was fucking jerking off to.
You
know what I want to know? I want to know if he was jerking off on company time.
I like to very specific. Do you have videos featuring Jewish country music stars, please?
I actually have confirmation on his password.
Playing the Ben Shapiro podcast.
I have confirmation on his password. It was capital D, capital T, Daddy T 2069 cash, all caps, spelt with a dollar sign.
Okay, you didn't tell me our FBI director was cool. I had no idea. Look, I knew he was on some pods, but I didn't know he was fucking sick and wicked cool.
Our FBI director falls for phishing scams and is your typical Fast and Furious enjoyer.
Yeah.
He likes all the sequels. He has a poster
it's the
of them.
only thing him and Dan Bongino bonded over. It was
Let me
the
tell you
only
something.
thing they got along.
Because you know why? They both have the same poster of Vin Diesel standing on a street with a jacket over his back, and it's his family.
Yeah.
You know, I
And
always
they both-
considered myself kind of like his character in that movie. Cash is like, yeah, bro.
Me
Yeah,
too, dude.
they
I'll be your
both
Paul
have-
Walker anytime. And then he
both
crashed
have
and
the
burned.
Poster, they both have the poster of Vin Diesel, and it's in the same Michaels frame.
Yes, of course. Bro, those Michaels posters were lit, so shut the fuck up, all right? Let's not like
no,
shit on
I'm not
everything.
judging. I'm not judging.
All
I
right.
just wanted to paint a deeper picture.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone had that same Jordan one, too, by the way, from Michaels, okay? You're
I
not the
always
only
wanted
guy.
to just race cars and have a leading lady who's my romantic interest, who's very obviously a lesbian in real life.
Dude, and she is like a military lesbian.
Couldn't
like
even
Michelle
like
Rodriguez.
lesbian her up for that movie.
No, they couldn't. They still would.
Oh yeah, no, she's. I mean, she's
For a
sexy, but like
for a lesbian.
she's a lesbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she would too. She's a lesbian. They all like dick.
Yeah.
Access to FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email. They were reportedly able to access things like family photos and details on his previous search for.
Were there any photos of him standing in front of a cool souped-up Honda Civic wearing a visor? I need to know how cool he was. And it had the stickers on it that they had in the Fast and Furious, like a fist or something on the side. I think that would be good. And on the back, no, he's Indian. It would say "not sorry," but like spelled like the Indian sorry. That's perfect.
He's got a front-wheel Civic with an R-Type badge on the back.
Oh yeah, sick.
Damn! If only Cash had looked through the Epstein files with his personal email, we'd finally have them by now.
Yeah. And by the way, Virgin, he can't have a Type R because he doesn't use a spoon engine. That's a funny joke because they use their hands.
So I can get Kash Patel's X videos account. I can't get the Epstein files.
No, you can't.
That was a really good engine joke.
Thank you. It was a good engine joke and a good Indians don't use their hands to eat joke.
That was really funny.
Did you see Tim Dillon? Bro,
let me guess. Was he in sunglasses in front of a giant desk?
Yeah. Forget all that.
Okay.
But did you see him do this Newman's joke about Erica Kirk? Like, he was a live read. It was one of Virgie. Can you just look for Tim Dillon Newman's Erica Kirk? It is. I don't know, man.
Or an apartment. The email seemed to date from long before he was in his current role, from about 2011 to 2022. So far, there's no evidence the hackers obtained any information of consequence.
Well, no, it's fucking Kash Patel's email. Of course there's going to be nothing of consequence in it. Xander Invictus says, what was worse, Howard Dean's "yeah" or Jeb Bush "please clap"?
Please clap, I think was... Well, I don't know. Actually, no. You know what? The "yeah," because Howard Dean
was viable.
Was actually having a good run.
He was viable. Jeb Bush was never viable.
Never had a chance.
Yeah. SPLC investigator, did he pay via Cash App or PayPal? I don't know.
You know who Jeb Bush reminds me of? Like, I always imagined the dynamic between him and George W. was like between Chuck and Jimmy in Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Like, Jeb's got to be the Chuck. The one who did everything right. He didn't do coke. He didn't crash his car. He didn't get DUIs. And George got to be president.
Well, because he was a nerd. That's the reason.
But that's what I mean.
That's the only reason.
George is just a Chad compared to him.
Yeah. And he has bad taste. Hey, man, sometimes people make mistakes. I accidentally use my work email to sign up for Compound Media account to watch your appearance on the Wet Spot, and that's way more embarrassing.
Really funny. I'm sorry, Bob, but what was the first part of that fucking Tim Dillon?
Tim Dillon, Erica Kirk, Neuromints.
I just want to point out that we have nothing on the YouTube side.
Well, Rumble does have one more. Genocide Circus. Cash App out here leaving comments on classic videos like Backdoor Puppy Girl, Cream Pie, Toilet War 17.
And no, what I was saying is, Royce, that wasn't for you. That was, just let me reiterate, we have nothing on YouTube.
Yeah. No. But, hey, guys, good news. Can I give you an update? Real quick update. We are currently the #2 show on Rumble Gaming, right behind Dr. Disrespect.
We're going to personally give a resurgence to the gaming on Rumble.
That's us. That's what we're doing.
Did you see they were at some con? It was like some convention for gaming. And it was 4 people from it. It was Lumpy Potato, and it was all the cool guys.
Oh, the cool dudes were there?
Repping the brand.
They were repping the brand. Well, bro, Rob Schneider went from this was a year ago, by the way. Rob Schneider went from no war with Iran to war with Iran to war with Iran to and I read this entire article, so I can tell you what's in it. It's not very long. Rob Schneider says the U.S. must restore the military draft amid Iran war. These freedoms that we cherish do not come without cost. So not only the military draft, he says in that article that everybody when they turn 18 should serve 2 years in the military.
What?
He really said that.
That's the Israel thing.
I'm very aware of what that is. And Rob Schneider, I looked it up. He never served, and neither did his 3 daughters that don't talk to him. They've never served. So he is getting, of course, annihilated in the comments, 100% getting annihilated in the comments. Then he posted this. I'm glad I started the discussion. Community note. Rob claiming he started a discussion despite the fact that he turned off comments preventing any discussion. So he did not actually start.
God, what happened, man? You were on a streak of being kind of a cool guy, and you blew it.
I know. He couldn't help it. He could not help
Could have just shut up.
Yeah. Fucking shut the fuck up, Rob.
I mean, even J.D. Vance is reading the room. Even Elon Musk, a guy who notoriously can't read the room, read the room.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not talking about this.
I'm very excited. SpaceX is going to launch another useless rocket. We're going to go to Mars someday. It's like, cool.
Yeah, why don't we go to the moon first?
Can we talk about Mars more? Hey, what about Iran? I love Mars. Let's talk about Mars.
Mr. Blue says, that's the funniest thing Rob Schneider's ever said.
That's not true. What about You Can Do It? Remember that?
That was good.
Remember that? It was good.
That was good. This is the No Kings
Overnight,
rally.
Millions of people across the country taking to the streets from New York to Dallas to Chicago to Los Angeles. Organizers say that there were 3,000 separate demonstrations this weekend spanning across the country. The protests coined as part of the No Kings Day.
I swear to God, it was so funny. So Friday night, we were sitting on the couch, and I'm like, me and my girl were like, what do you want to do tomorrow? She's like, well, I'm like, all right. Sometimes you just look up, events or, whatever, things to do. And the No Kings protest was, listed as a thing to do. And I was just like, you want to go to the No Kings protest in Lakeland? I'm like, I bet there'll be, 3 people there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It won't be great.
I'm like Tampa, Orlando, probably have a few people. I'm like, I guarantee you, the Lakeland No Kings protest, I was like, guarantee you that ain't going to be lit.
Yeah, be a bunch of fat, rundown burlesque dancers holding signs.
But I was like, why is this listed under event, things to do? It's not the Strawberry Festival.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I mean? It's...
Yeah, why would that be? That's so... Fuck off.
That's why I proposed it as a joke, because I'm just thinking, why is this on an events page? Hey, honey, would you like to go to the No Kings protest? No, I'd rather go to, downtown Disney or something. Or
You read the room wrong, and you go dressed as a revolutionary soldier because you think it's one of those LARPing things that they do. Oh,
I'm ready to dump some fucking tea.
That would have been so funny.
Let's go, boys.
Show up.
What?
And they're like, no, it's a different... This is the gay kind.
Let's get these fascist redcoat motherfuckers.
What?
I show up with a musket. Follow me, boys.
Let's go. You're pouring the pellets in and doing this thing.
What are you doing, bro?
Grady Judge are like, no, let him cook.
You know what? Let him cook.
Let him cook. I want to see where he's going with this.
To President Trump and his administration.
I think that it says...
These are the people that go to these rallies, by the way, Merce. This is probably what would have been there. 3 old ladies.
That there are an awful lot of people who are not satisfied with what's going on, who are very unhappy with what's going on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It would be really funny. It'd be to go to one of these rallies, right? Because it is like you said, these old boomer women that are just lonely, right? Mm-hmm. Just go up to these women and quietly, so nobody else hears it, but just say the most uncouth shit to them on the planet. Stuff nobody would believe. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up? How about I blow your back out? What's up? Give me some of that pussy. And then she'll be like, what the fuck? And then she'll go tell the cops, and then you just literally blend in and go, I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
Then she gets Baker acted. Oh, that's great. Let's
Put
do
her
that.
on a mental health hold.
Yeah.
Express that unhappiness.
It's the third.
And then when the cop goes, did you say that to her? You just point her and go, seriously? Come on.
Come on. No. Ew.
It's the third No Kings protest since Trump was elected in 2024. Demonstrators holding signs criticizing Trump's policies.
I feel like they're not working then.
Yeah, I know.
Why do we keep doing it?
As an abuse of power, citing his actions in Iran. And in Minnesota, protesters braving the snow.
Dictatorships fall when people rise. And that's what we're doing. We're all rising up together.
Yeah, you're all heroes. You guys are just revolutionary.
Anybody got any guns?
Yeah, so great. You're not doing anything. Shut up.
You got any guns? You got any tactics? You got any...
By the way, these signs don't even work anymore. The only wall we need is between Trump and the president. He's not building the wall, you retards. That's what we wanted. A real king would have built that wall already. We're not getting the fucking wall. By the way, no ICE. Don't worry about it. ICE is now fucking making sure you get on airplanes because he said didn't Trump say that he was telling we're going a little too hard on this. We have to keep the fucking maids and the housekeepers.
Hotel workers. And it's like, wait a minute.
Guys,
I know a
about?
guy who owns hotels.
Yeah, if anything, you all should be happy. You should be happy.
Calling out the president's deployment.
It was
of
so
ICE.
funny when he specifically did say hotel workers, and it was like, what hotel owners do I know?
Signs with the face.
He must be helping Paris Hilton.
Yeah, right.
Case of Alex Preddy and Renee Good, who were shot and killed by federal officers earlier this year. Celebrities also showing up. Bruce Springsteen performing Streets of Minneapolis.
that piece of shit you played on the show.
You know, I had to literally cut that segment out of the show because it got the copyright blocked. That shit new song.
Thousands at the state capitol. Saturday's protest the largest so far and even spreading internationally, with people gathering on.
I hope the UK is having no kings protest. That would be the best thing that could ever happen. Is UK having no kings?
Especially since they finally have a king again?
Yeah, no kings.
The streets of Rome. And the White House dismissed the nationwide protest as a product of leftist funding networks with little real public support. But it was incredible to see all of those people there all across the
She looks like she could be, what's her face? The old press secretary's straight sister.
Ratchety Ann.
Yeah, KJP.
Fuck, it's not Ratchety Ann.
Corinne Jean-Pierre, whatever.
Yeah. I have something. Oh, let me grab something here. Let me see if I find it. Here it is. Okay, did you see this? This shit is wild. I had to bring it. Okay, so what you're looking at is let me skip the. Okay, so what you're looking at is this is a trans attorney over here. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know about this.
Okay.
He's in Oklahoma.
A lot of
Things
sass.
in the courtroom are a little testy because Rob's client did not show up for court.
Get it? Testy. I don't think they meant to do that.
He doesn't have any testes.
So let's watch the
But he's
tension
taking
build
testy.
to a fever pitch.
Well, that'll make. That's why you're about to see the rage.
I don't think there's any need in going forward.
Bro, imagine having girl shoulders and also roid rage. Like, do you know how sad that's got to be to have girl shoulders and roid rage?
It is funny that this video, and you guys will see, it's a perfect example of, like, this is why, like, all right, there's a reason why me and Royce, we don't put diesel in our cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's things that are supposed to go into your body, things that are supposed to go into certain bodies and certain vehicles. When you put a bunch of tests in a woman's body, they're like,
it's not going to run right. It's not going to run right.
You put too much test in a level-headed guy.
It'll make them lose their mind.
And they're going to go a little crazy. But woman?
We were back to the issue at hand, which was you asked me to not provide testimony on behalf of my client. You asked me what paragraph it was. I pointed you to the exact paragraph. Stop. It's her education. Stop. Stop because you don't want to hear what the argument is.
That's not how this works.
You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and you can wipe that smirk off. I don't have a smirk on my face. Oh, yes, you do. I do not. I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir. Yes, ma'am. There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't done with my argument. And I was...
It's the judge.
Not done with my statement. You interrupted again.
He dropped his phone on purpose.
Do not throw.
Bro.
I did not throw. It fell off the bench.
Go directly to fucking jail. Judges are pussies, bro.
Oh, it gets fine.
Oh, yeah, you go.
Don't worry, Virgie. Let it cook.
Look at your wish, Papa.
Thank God.
I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not fall. Then settle down. I'm not.
Still argue like a woman, man. You could pump all the tests you want inside of you and grow that little beard or whatever. You still arguing like a woman.
I'm not upset, and I'm not arguing.
That's literally how a woman argues.
And it's like not even court-style arguing. Like, I've seen attorneys that got a little out of line, but they still kind of sounded like attorneys.
They still said, Your Honor.
Yeah, this one's still just throwing a tantrum.
You're not letting me make
a transom
argument. I'm not right in the face.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you can't clap talk at a fucking judge. I don't think that's how it works.
No, it doesn't. You don't think that's going to help your sentence?
I'm not. Stop. Our court reporter cannot get what we're both saying. I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through.
Can you imagine doing this in a court, dude?
Judges are specifically there to sometimes interrupt things.
That's kind of their job.
And go, up.
Yep.
You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to even say this right now. That's their job.
Yeah.
Time out. Boop. Wait.
No, we're not doing this.
We're not doing this.
We'll get every available deputy in. Yes, ma'am. I'm aware. It's happened to me before. It has. Yes. Because you're out of line. Yes. I guess so. Okay. If I push that, or maybe because I'm a transgender attorney,
or maybe I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole damn courtroom's out of order.
Notice that he also brought up like I'm a transgender attorney.
Yeah, of course.
She's been calling him sir. She has not even been disrespectful with that.
Well, maybe because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state. I don't know what you are. You do, ma'am.
You're also practicing being a guy. You haven't got there yet.
You do. So we are pausing this until...
Pause.
You get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed. So we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client...
It's your job!
It's available telephonically, and we are simply not even
You
taking
didn't
testimony.
fill out the form, you
client available
dickhead.
Yes.
It's your fucking job.
Wait, is this all just because the form wasn't
So here's
filled out?
actually what happened. No, hold on. Here's what happened. Yes, here's what happened. His client was supposed to be there. His client, last minute, didn't show up and then came up with an excuse. Oh, it's because I'm disabled. That's why there was actually no form filled out. So that's why there's no form filled out. Now he's trying to go, oh, no, he's disabled. She's like, okay, where's the form?
Oh, okay. So you could probably get certain concessions from the court
if he's actually disabled.
Like, all right, we won't make you come
You could zoom
whatever.
in, or you could call in certain scenarios where it's like really difficult for you, depending on what you did.
But you
obviously.
do need to like.
You have to fill the
show
form
them.
out.
A doctor needs to show them something like, yeah, he's retarded or whatever, and you're like, all right, cool.
Ma'am.
That's
Yes,
what I
ma'am.
would do. I would be like, yo, just get a corrupt doctor to be like,
Yeah.
can you write a note saying I'm retarded?
Sure.
I can't go to court.
You got okay. It says here you have donkey brains.
The fluorescent lights make me go crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, but then I'm going to slip a fucking phone battery in your pocket.
Remember that?
Like it was the best.
Well, then get her on the phone. Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face.
This is the prosecutor, by the way. Look how calm this guy is. Listen to how calm he is.
Your Honor, I'm just an old-timey prosecutor.
He doesn't stay calm that long, though.
Not appear before this court because she has a warrant or stealing.
Objection, never say that.
The real reason she didn't show up to court is because she has another open warrant.
That's probably way more. Yeah, that makes more
Clear as
sense.
the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant or stealing.
Objection, never say it. That's not true. And you're ready
You
to
will find, sir, that
don't
you
come
cannot
at me and
stop me.
or shout at me.
I'm not putting down, sir.
No, we're stopping.
Get
out of my face,
I've
sir.
been doing it for a long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir. Get out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Yeah! You should leave this county.
That is like a straight up threat.
Yeah.
That's like an old timey, like literally like out of a movie,
Yeah.
like a small town in an old timey movie going, you go
Yeah.
get out this town. Like that was just straight
Yeah.
up. You need to get out this county.
Also, notice how not intimidated he is. He has his hands in his pocket. He's
Yeah.
not worried he's going to hit him.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
People are my friends and you're being ugly.
And
These people are my friends.
This guy-
These people are my friends, and you're being ugly.
This
to them.
guy is out of a movie.
No, but here's Virgie. You're about to find out too. Before you see this, he was bothering another person, another defense lawyer there. You'll see. Watch.
get out of my face. Why? Because you're in direct contempt of court. He shouted at me. No, I'm not.
You shouted
You
at
did not
him.
even say that I was in contempt. You are in direct. No, I'm not.
Judge, I apologize, but I felt very She literally just said,
Check it out. Now, somebody else before was already upset. Watch.
I apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person. The screaming and the yelling in court, I've never even heard that before.
Whoa. That's another defense attorney. So that's not even like another process. That's someone else who's like, we're not doing this here. We're not going to be doing this here.
This is what happens in these small ass towns, bro.
Yeah.
You can't be fucking around like this. Everyone's cool with each other and they don't want a headache.
yeah, everybody who works in the courthouse works in the courthouse with each other
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Including
Day
the
in, day out.
defense side, the
Yeah, even the ones that aren't,
everybody.
even the defense ones that aren't there every day,
Yeah,
they're
they're
there
there
like
enough.
17 times a month.
They're there
like,
enough.
yeah.
And that's what you want. You want a lawyer, a defense lawyer who's at court every day so he can go up to the prosecutor and go, Hey,
Yeah.
Jim, come on, man.
Yeah.
Can we come to a fucking
Better.
conclusion
This is. Let me
here?
tell you something. This is what Better Call Saul did nail. The actual
Like the going up to a bailiff and being like,
That-
hey, Rick, yeah, can we bump my guy up? a
Happens.
little bit?
That
'Cause
shit
I gotta
does
get
happen.
The fuck out of here by 11. You know what I
that
mean?
shit
Like-
happens all the time. Or also like if Better Call Saul did it all the time, talking to the prosecution, being like, "Come on, man."
I remember the black woman he kept buying the Beanie Babies for.
Oh, and then the time he knew was fucked up was when she wouldn't take him anymore.
Yeah.
Do not hurt me.
And that's another thing that Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad that they nailed. Even the characters that don't really matter, they nailed the casting.
Oh yeah,
like the black lady that works at the courthouse, the guy at the travel wire that gets shot by Lalo. It's just like they get these people where you're like,
the receptionist at the bank with the cake pops.
bro. There's every person you go, damn, that was where you did you find that person just wandering Albuquerque?
A lot of it was cast locally, sure.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Hands on your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over the...
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your
You
hands on your
literally
back.
are resisting.
It's the definition
You
of
know
resisting.
exactly what's happening.
Hey, when a cop, this is how I explained it to my daughters, my oldest daughter. If a cop tells you to do something and you don't do the thing immediately, you're resisting.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works.
Yep.
I can't walk. I'm being thrown
That's
down.
why they literally have two different charges: resisting with violence, resisting without violence. Because you can be resisting and not being violent. You could just be being a pain in the dick.
Yeah.
Oh, settle down. Walk that way. Settle down. Do not grab me.
Oh, there you go.
Yes!
Oh, it gets better.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just. What are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. We're treating you like a man.
Yeah.
What you wanted to be in the game. Now you're in the game. You wanted to be a man. Now you're a man. Get the fuck on the ground right now, or I will tase you.
Now you're a man.
You're a man. I can't breathe.
Well, somebody today on Daywave, I wish I give them credit. They said, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe."
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back.
I cannot breathe.
That's my favorite. Is I cannot breathe. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
I love that since George Floyd, this has become some kind of magic incantation they think works.
Yeah, you're white. You're white. You can breathe.
I can't breathe. Oh, I have to let you go by law. It's not how that works.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You're screaming though.
Yeah.
I can't
I mean, I think we all can agree, right, that when you can scream, I can't breathe at the top of your lungs repeatedly, you can probably breathe.
Oh, man. Please tell me they tase him.
Hold on, it gets better.
Please tell
Just
me.
listen.
Oh,
just
yes.
keep listening. Keep listening.
Somebody call 911.
I mean,
Please.
Somebody call 911.
we are 911.
They're here.
It's the courthouse. They're just gonna come from the courthouse. I mean, it's all in the same complex.
Somebody call this guy's co-workers to save me. Man, I wonder if this person's gonna keep their bar certification.
No, keep. It gets better.
Somebody call 911.
You know what I'd be the happiest right now is if I was the guy that was next up on the docket and I just have like a simple DUI that I'm pleading guilty to.
Oh,
my attorney's already worked it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, we're up next, right? Okay, this should be easy peasy. Yes, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry. I want to go home now.
Run. I don't get a female officer now.
Get a female officer now.
But wait a minute.
Hold on a tick.
Hang on.
Wait a minute. Hold on a sec.
This don't make no sense.
Why would you want a female officer? Men.
Can I answer the question?
Yes.
Because it's almost as if these people are autogynephiliacs and they're just fucking disgusting perverts.
But what female?
Well, she's not an autogynephiliac. She's just a gynephiliac.
Oh, gynephiliac. Yeah, well, yeah, true. But you go.
I don't get a female officer now. Get a female officer now.
Why? You're a dude.
Get a female officer now.
There aren't any.
Genocide Circus says, quick side note, writes the lawyer from this, which is this video, is actually trying to sue the court for discrimination.
Good luck.
I can't get up. I can't see. He just threw my
Imagine spending
glasses.
like
I
7
can't
years
see.
learning to be a lawyer, and then you get disbarred because of your girl boss moment.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Give me my glasses. Put them on my face.
He can't see without his glasses. Put his glasses on.
Put them on my face. I cannot see.
You don't need to see. We're guiding you.
Yeah.
Please give me my glasses. I cannot see. I'm not trying to walk and I cannot see. I need my wallet.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks, guys.
I'm trying to walk. Please.
That's a lawyer. Who would hire a trans unless they didn't know it was a trans lawyer? Like, why would you hire a trans lawyer?
would know.
Defender.
You would know.
Oh. Okay, so our buddy Harrison Smith had a big interview.
Resigned because that was the only way to get through to Trump. Let's go to clip 1. How are you approaching this? And are you approaching this from a place of love for Trump?
Yep.
Absolutely. A place of love for President Trump himself, all he has stood for over the years, and then the overall movement that he built. And one of the core tenets of the movement was obviously no more endless wars, but also don't get involved in stupid regime change wars in the Middle East. And I think President Trump did a great job of articulating this both as a candidate, but then also implementing it in his first administration. So look, that I am coming from a place of obviously frustration that I couldn't affect the situation anymore from where I was within the administration, and with the effort of hopefully letting President Trump know that he has other options here and that he has been deceived in my view. So that he
Well,
can
here's the
wrap up
problem.
this out
Yeah,
of the
so Trump knows all that, but what he did was he told everybody to watch the Mark Levin show. Did you want to see what he wanted everybody to watch on the Mark Levin show?
Troops on the ground. He said no troops on the ground. I don't remember that in any campaign speech either.
He literally did say it.
But why would we need troops on the ground? Well, there's a lot of reasons.
Here we go.
And we wouldn't need 300,000 of them. It's this uranium, too. We've got to get the uranium.
Are we going to get the uranium back that Israel stole from us to make their first nuclear weapon?
No.
Why not that? Why don't we get that
We're
one?
not talking about that, sir.
Oh, okay.
If it cannot be destroyed, if it cannot be altered, we got to get it.
We keep moving the goalposts, don't we?
For the reason I just said.
Oh, okay. And who the fuck are you?
Oh, apparently the commander-in-chief.
Oh.
You can make dirty bombs, and over time you can still make sophisticated missiles.
They haven't done that up until this point.
Apparently he's our new deputy intelligence director.
Oh, okay.
So you need to get...
Now, again, keep in mind, the reason this matters is because today, Donald Trump said, last night, watch Mark Levin interview brilliant Mark Thiessen tonight at 8 p.m. on Fox News. We'll discuss the importance of hitting Iran hard. This is him just setting up...
to the uranium. That's why I'm reading in the paper, we're talking about the 82nd Airborne, we're talking about these various special forces and the various military services and so forth.
I like
it's not
that he's
talking
like,
about sending
he sounds
regular...
like he sounds like he's totally bullshit. You know, these various soldier unit platoons
He doesn't
that
know what
are
he's talking about.
special force platoon units.
Army and infantry in by the
Just
hundreds of
saying
thousands.
words.
The men he's talking about, the units he's talking...
You know, the funny thing about Abraham Lincoln behind him is, well, we all know he did a bunch of shitty stuff. And the worst thing he did is not the thing you think I'm going to say. It's not the joke. The worst thing Abraham Lincoln ever did was suspend habeas corpus and take away fucking the First Amendment and free press. And I think that's really what Mark Levin admires about Abraham Lincoln, isn't it? And he had a fat gay wife. Oh, he's gay and he had a fat wife.
This is my favorite Abraham Lincoln one. This is mine. if you believe that the southern states didn't have a right to secede, then Abraham Lincoln held military action against United States citizens.
He did.
If you do believe that the South had a right to secede, then fucking Abraham Lincoln attacked a sovereign nation.
Correct. Either way,
there's really no way out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they are specialized. And you know what else? I remember from my days in the Reagan administration.
That's his. I keep telling you, dude. That's his in with Trump. Netanyahu.
Yep.
This is the truth. The truth is, Trump really doesn't like or respect Netanyahu. That's a fact. You hear this personally, he doesn't. Their personalities do not mesh well. But again, like everything with Israel, what they do is their in is with people like Mark Levin, an American who worked on in the Reagan administration. I shook hands with Ronald Reagan. I post that photo in all my books I put out. It's his connection to Reagan, and he's telling Trump because
it's so transparent.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a way to manipulate him and say, what did Lindsey Graham call Trump? Reagan plus plus.
I also called him handsome.
You know where he was this weekend? Lindsey Graham was in Disney World, being a real Disney princess.
Oh, was it Gay Day?
Every day's Gay Day now at Disney.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
so. This is the guy that Trump wanted you to listen to the interview. Let's see what he had to say.
Since 9/11, a whole bunch of the leadership, including Bin Laden's son.
Hey, Virgie, can you look up Mark Thiessen and tell me what else he did? I know the answer, but can you just look it up?
Also, can you look up Tiffany Amber Thiessen and then add nude?
I'll just send you those. Don't even save your time. I have them.
Oh, I already have that tab.
I got you.
Since 9/11, a whole bunch.
And it was her and the ladies, man. Was she a little thicker too?
Ooh. Yeah.
Of the leadership, including Bin Laden's son, escaped from Afghanistan to Iran, were given sanctuary by the Iranian regime, and they've been using it as a hub for terror around the world. And Al-Qaeda and Iran have...
We're talking about Al-Qaeda again, dude.
...teamed up for a series of terrorist attacks against us. People don't realize this, but we remember the bombings of the embassies in Kenya.
You know what this feels like when we're talking about Al-Qaeda? This feels like when... This feels like when the Legion of Doom came back, but in like 98.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you're like, these ain't the same
And then
guys.
they had to replace one of them.
Yeah, they had to get draws. Cause
they had to get a little Spike Doom. Or whatever his name was. I don't remember.
Oh, man. I just remember, 98 Legion of Doom, they hit the music, and we went, oh, shit. And they came out, and they just had bellies, and they were old. And they were like...
And it wasn't a roid gut. It was beer. There were beer guts.
Yeah, and they were like, God damn, bro. You guys are
drinking. Well, Bertie, tell me about this gentleman.
Okay, hey, Mersh. In 2010, Thiessen published Courting Disaster, a book defending the CIA's use of enhanced interrogation techniques, which became a New York Times bestseller and drew significant criticism.
But we had to do that.
He also co-founded a communications firm and has been affiliated with the Hoover Institution.
So I like that the first thing this guy's famous for is, oh yeah, I wrote that pro-torture book.
Yeah, which was...
Let's call it what it is. It's torture.
It is torture. It was even back then when
enhanced interrogations. It's like, come on.
Look, even back then when I was all whipped up to a frenzy after 9/11, even I was like, okay, we shouldn't be doing this, though, right? This is pretty fucked up, right, guys?
I just remember laughing at the phrase enhanced interrogation tactics. I'm like, all right, it's torture. So what are you doing, right?
Hot take: enhanced interrogation doesn't work, and I support it.
Yeah. Well, wait. Well, usually just because you're brutal, but he did. But yeah, that is true. They had the guy like fucking. They tortured some dude that just admitted to doing a terrorist act when they already caught the dude that really did it.
They do that all the time. Yeah, that happens all the time.
But what about that dude that they tortured so much it kept them awake that they had to restart his heart like 3 times?
Yeah, I mean, if you hook a car battery up to my ball sack, like eventually I'm going to admit whatever you want. Oh. Well, after I come, I mean.
Yeah.
Should have been our warning that 9/11 was coming.
Bro, we are pulling from the 9/11 propaganda bank, bro. We're going deep because they have no real justification. I said this before. They used to at least give us the courtesy of lie that we could buy kind of a little bit.
Nah, we don't even do that.
But we don't even do that anymore. We're just like, yeah, dude. And also then they go, and everyone's for it. No, we're not.
That was planned, and the terrorists were trained by Iran for doing that because Al-Qaeda didn't know how to bring down buildings, so they turned to Iran in order to get the training to do that.
Wait, what?
So
Yeah, Iran
trained them
Listen
on
to this.
9/11.
You don't hear this, Mersh? Iran. Every time we need to bomb someone in the Middle East, they had something to do with 9/11 now.
This is fucking nuts.
They didn't know how to take on a building, so Iran was like, you know what you need to do? Fly a plane into it. That was your contribution, apparently. That's what we're supposed to believe.
This guy is a really exceptionally evil piece of shit.
Yeah.
The idea that Iran, which is Shia, and Al Qaeda, which is Sunni, would cooperate is not beyond measure. In fact, I mean,
That's right. You got to read my new book about Iran called "They're Full of Shia."
Hamas is Sunni also. Iran works with Sunni terrorists around the world. And if we don't get that enriched uranium and they want to get back at us for what we've done.
Did you hear what he just said?
Get back at us.
They want to get back to us for what we've done.
We could have. What if we just didn't do that?
The easiest way to do it would be to give it to Al Qaeda and let them use it for a dirty bomb. So we have got to get
guys.
This is fucking crazy.
This isn't working. Who are they trying to win over? I guess is my question. Who are they trying to win over? So then Joe Kent came out with this after the Mark Levin interview, and he said this.
This week, President Trump will be under immense pressure to commit ground troops to the war in Iran. This would be a catastrophic escalation that will only result in more bloodshed and further escalate this disastrous war. It is critical that we, the people, have our voices heard. Contact the White House comment line, contact the Congressional Switchboard, ask for your representative, ask for your senators. Respectfully tell them that we do not support putting any boots on the ground in Iran. This is how we, the people, can have our voices heard. It's critical that we pray for peace.
You know, Joe, that's cute and all. But even you don't believe this shit. No. Stop it. Call my congressman. Call my elected officials. Shut up.
Thanks for trying, Joe.
Yeah. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? You're a good guy, and I do appreciate you doing the right thing here, but grow up.
But and let me tell you, have you seen some of the IDF soldiers, what they're doing?
Oh, this fat one. Is this real, though?
It is, but let me give you context. All of them have to serve.
Oh, that's right.
Some of them will look, yes. What? What?
Fat bitches that think they're hot is like the grossest
IDF in this
fucking
case stands for I Down Food.
It stands for I doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Tim, you have a whole front ass.
It really. Pull it
IDF stands for I'm a diabetic fat.
Look at the gunt area.
Dude, that's.
He's a homosaurus.
A homosaurus.
This is one Israeli who's never touched a falafel.
Did you ever go to the Gaza Strip and wonder if you'd fit?
No, please don't Gaza Strip. Please don't Gaza Strip. Bro, when falafel is too healthy.
Oh, fuck. Tim B says, how did it take two men that long to take down a woman? Are you kidding me? Irish Serpent said, being a man ain't fun anymore, is it? Sly Lego says, is this lawyer the ROTC donkey of the day?
We finally.
Donkey of the day.
Finally, folks, picking it up over there on YouTube. Know Thy Enemy for 5 said Schneider changed his mind because pro-Israel Sandler told him to know his role or else he'll no longer get any small roles in Sandler's shitty movies. I don't think that Sandler's very...
Is he?
Politically active, but whatever. I Come Buckets for 3. I really enjoyed that trans lawyer video in 720p. Look, it was how it was uploaded.
That's how it was up, man.
Know Thy Enemy for 5. That defense lawyer told the trainee to leave his county sounded like Sam Elliott.
Yeah, he did. You should probably leave this county.
And then Semper Reloaded for 5 said, who knew the Infinity Stones were made of uranium and that's why they couldn't be destroyed?
Oh, fuck. SPLC Investigator says, hey, guys, anyone have a good lawyer I can call to replace mine? She just lost her license.
Oh, no.
Genocide Circus says, I'd rather them just say we won't have issues in the Middle East if we glass the whole region. Scoop 1337 says, thick, don't truck. Stevens Lament says, the IDF seems to have invested in a new form of battering ram/human seals. Oh, she batters everything she eats. SPLC investigator says, do you ever want to participate in a genocide in the Middle East, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Genocide circus. But if you're that big, you automatically have the bullet sponge perk. That is true. That does come with.
She's thirsty for ice cream.
Yeah, she is. She's thirsty for fucking genocide. I'm gonna try to do a campaign that's not gonna work. Maybe now that we're at the front of gaming, they'll allow me.
They won't.
Failed to start campaign. Guys, revengeofthesith.locals.com. For $7 a month, you get Wednesday shows, you get Friday show. If you're watching this right now on YouTube or Rumble, make sure you subscribe, follow us, like the video, hype the video if you're watching on YouTube. It really does help us. Comment afterwards. I've been trying to reply to a bunch of comments. After the show's over, you can call me stupid. I don't care. Call Mersh stupid. That's fine.
Hey,
what?
Don't call me stupid.
Don't call Mersh stupid. Call me stupid. It's fine. Guys, we'll be right back. Stay where you're at.
Now, we can't be late for our meeting with the bank.
That's so cool. You guys are going to open a business.
Yeah, well, I got a ton of business experience. I mean, I had that job creating ads for the North Dakota Board of Tourism. Hi, do you like South Dakota but don't want to see Mount Rushmore? Come to North Dakota. It's just a very long drive from wherever you live. Best of all, most of the good license plates aren't taken yet. Imagine coming here and having cool dude, or yay Jews, or boo Jews, depending on where you stand on Jews. North Dakota, we're not even the best Dakota.
Second hour, ROTC. Thank you for staying with us, guys. We do appreciate it. If you signed up, well, we appreciate you even more. All right, let's get back to this fucking whatever we're living in. I don't know. It's not the best. So, but let's whatever we're gonna do our best. Okay. Let's start with a little, because you know how fucking great the airports are now.
Yeah, they've been doing great.
Yeah, they're doing great. So this makes things better.
Right now at 9, our newsroom has learned passengers were safely removed from a flight arriving in Atlanta tonight after one passenger made a verbal bomb threat while on board. It happened while the plane was taxiing to its gate at Hartsfield.
It was Atlanta, so to be fair, they found out that he was just saying his mixtape was Da Bomb, which is different. So
Jackson. It had taken off from Columbus, Ohio.
How old is this
the FBI
rapper
was
that
called
he's
in
saying
to
Da Bomb?
investigate. Officials later.
Oh, he's an unk. He's one of them unk rappers.
But yeah, I mean, this was in Atlanta, though. It's not like that's not going to disrupt.
That's not
other
like
flights
a
that much.
major hub
Yeah.
or anything.
No, it's not going to affect everyone ever.
So speaking of judges, did you see this? The way this judge fucked was to this IT guy. All right, here you go.
Of course you don't. And you're disjoined from the audio here, right? Yeah, should be. Let me see. Sorry. Mariah, did I make this up? No. 5 seconds. 1 second. You don't have to go far. You're disjoined. Okay. Yeah, you're good. Okay. False alarm. No, it wasn't a false alarm. False negative. Sorry. Don't joke around. I'm serious about this. It was happening. Again. I understand.
Judges think they could like talk to normal people like this.
like they
I
don't
didn't
know.
break the law, asshole.
Yeah.
Suck my cock. How's
I'm
that
not
sound?
standing before you in court.
I'm just saying I can't see it, sir. We're good. Thank you. Get out of my courtroom.
Whoa.
Fine case supervisor. Jesus Christ.
What is
I'm
your
sorry,
problem?
what did the guy do? The guy didn't do anything mean to him. He was just joking. I don't think he realized you were going to be such a fucking prick about it.
Sick and tired of this bullshit today.
What the fuck? Oh my god! What?
Can we find out who this judge is?
So I'm trying to hold on. Before you look into the Wikipedia early life of the judge, he is I don't know. It's not a bunch of people like fucking making memes and stuff. So, but he's also gay. So does that help? Oh, there was one I wanted to pull up. Where is it? Hold on, give me a sec here. God damn it! Did I lose it? Please tell me I didn't lose it. Oh, here it is. So, okay, Pessy, maybe you could help me out with this because this is Canadian, okay?
I'll do my best, eh?
I just need to. What is the NDP convention?
Oh, okay,
The
easy.
NDP
Yeah.
convention.
Yeah, sure. So you know how you guys got Republican or you guys got like conservative and liberal.
Yeah.
And then you guys have all the little other fringy groups as well, right? So
Right.
we've got conservative, liberal. NDP is kind of like our libertarians.
Is
Story
it?
about the NDP. They used to here. So like,
It seems more like
I'm
the
just
Green
trying to give an
Party, but
example.
yes,
Like
okay.
it's like it's like a group where it's like they don't agree with either of them. They have their own kind of, but it used to be run by this guy named Jack Layton years ago, who was met him, really cool fucking dude, and like they were amazing, but unfortunately, the other parties had more money, so he never really got a fair shot. His wife is that Asian mayor of Toronto that you've seen do embarrassing shit.
Yes.
Ever since he passed away, just the embarrassment after embarrassment in his name, and his party has gone to shit.
Well, check
What
out
did
the
they
party
do?
now.
Point of order.
Yep,
Robert
yeah,
Alley,
that's-
he,
yep.
they.
Oh,
My
boy.
understanding as an equity-seeking delegate is that these cards
What the fuck is an equity-seeking delegate?
I don't.
are to help the chair hear equity-seeking persons, and that we don't only hear from white male delegates.
I don't want to see this.
Well, I could be wrong, but the reason The reason for my concern is that yesterday during the housing
Royce,
resolution...
really quick, this is the same party whose head was that Jagmeet Singh guy for so long. You remember?
Yes,
there was that one. Yeah.
After a white man spoke, someone at this mic waved their equity card only to give their speaking spot to a white man. Now...
So wait, the convention is just them bitching about other times they were marginalized?
Now, that white man being a leadership delegate, notwithstanding, I had lined up for a long time to discuss the housing resolution, like many others, including my fellow delegate, Akua.
Akua?
Yeah, man. Everyone has
want
Star Trek
us
names
as a
now.
body
And
to understand...
And his brother, Matata.
These would live there now?
That understand the spirit of these cards because
spirit.
we
Got
are a
it.
party governed by processes and not by any sort of shock doctrine.
What is that, huh?
I don't know, man. All these people, our lives are
Is
so
this
comfortable.
slam poetry
I
now?
guess.
Are we doing slam poetry?
Woman!
Is that how you do your politics, Bessie, in Canada? You just do
you do slam poetry?
No, we used to do it normal. I don't.
You made me horny Saturday morning. Sorry.
Like I said before, it's my first...
Jane, get me off this crazy thing called love.
Convention, but I can tell tensions are high with the leadership contest, and I just want us to make sure that we remember our values that brought us here. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
What did he say? Messi what?
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Mercy
Thank
buckets.
you. Bless you.
Hi, Akua from
Hi, I'm Akufa.
Pronouns she, her, Whippy, Ontario.
Yeah,
I would
can
like
we get to the girl behind you?
She nice, though.
She skip you.
echo the sentiments of my friend Robert here. Yesterday, this card was used in an inappropriate manner.
What the actual fuck are they?
This is how you just
guys
don't get
are
anything done.
Joke. Classic react.
And while I understand in Ontario we note this as equity,
I don't know any of. Bessie, do you know that as an equity or whatever? Is that what that card is?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
even if that, this was also used inappropriate in terms of gender.
It was shoved into my pussy earlier, and I was like, "This is not the way we use
So now I
these
have
cards."
an internal paper cut.
Yeah.
Ma'am, that's a pink slip from your job. You lost your job.
You got fired.
I want everyone to be mindful that these cards for individuals like myself who identify as
I drew a dick on mine. Is that allowed?
I'll be like, I'm Hispanic, whatever, and I'll to make sure I get like some. Well, Hispanic doesn't even count as equity anymore. You also have to be trans and stuff. Whatever. I'll say I'm trans, just to get up there and just get the mic and just call them fucking losers until they shut the mic off or try to take it from me.
a black woman have no
You guys are all fucking losers, every one of you.
value outside of this space.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. No shit.
Ontario. A lot of you are dealing with this in places like Alberta as well as Saskatchewan. To abuse the privilege
Yeah, I
of
don't
this
know. I'm in
card.
Florida, so I don't know.
One.
The only card we got here is our concealed carry and our weed cards.
Is this the person in charge? Who is this thing? What is this thing?
What is that? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, just real quick.
Hey, Frozen.
Yo, can like I would like, okay, even if I was a part of this group or whatever, right? I'd be like, can we get a couple of normal looking motherfuckers in here just so people aren't all staring at us?
What, you don't like her dress?
Is everyone going to be some weird Burger King Kids Club freak?
Yeah.
Or can we just get normal people?
I'm just waiting for Wheels to get up there.
Yeah, seriously.
Point of personal privilege. I understand.
Point of personal privilege.
There's very little time, and for delegates.
Are you busy suing Kiwi Farms?
It's to speak, but early on the mic, it's hard as a racialized and transgender delegate.
I don't know what that means, man.
To sometimes use this card.
That's not Bobby Lee.
Well, then just give up. I guess if it's hard, just give up then.
speak to somebody in front of me in line and ask, hey, this pertains to multiple intersecting parts of my lived experience. I'd like to speak. I was rejected.
This is just your average Twitch streamer now. You're looking at your average Twitch streamer.
And oddly enough, these are the only people that Canada's not trying to talk into made.
Yeah.
When I talked. And it's frustrating when these are my rights being directly under attack right now in Alberta, and that a cisgender woman had spoken.
I feel like you're just finding a lot of stuff to be frustrated about that you shouldn't be frustrated about.
I'm sure your parents are not proud.
No.
Over me, and I understand her rights are important
Like,
too.
I
This
understand being
pertains to her,
frustrated.
too.
Like, this weekend, we went out to dinner and we sat at a table. We ordered drinks. Drinks never came. Then they came and took our food order. Drinks never came. And I got up and left. I was frustrated. But that actually affected me. I'm sure you can understand. You're hungry.
Yeah.
You want food at that moment. Now you got to wait. What it sounds like you're doing is just pissing and moaning. You don't have to even be at this convention, and you're here and you're like, this is very hard.
Now, when that happened, did you go up to the manager and say point of personal privilege?
Yes, I did, and I demanded an audience with the mayor.
With the mayor,
I
okay.
just was like, all right, let's leave.
Yeah, you're in Central Florida. There's a bunch of restaurants.
But I don't know. I hope that in the future
Oh no, let's go to another restaurant that uses the same Cisco delivery truck.
I was at the Lakeland Square Mall.
Yeah, so then exactly, it's the same food.
It was like, just go
the same
somewhere else.
food. It was the same
19
food.
restaurants.
Yeah.
You know when there's so many restaurants close, you don't even have to get a new parking spot?
Yeah.
Just walk over to
there.
this
Yeah,
one.
it's fine.
The federal NDP will also have a broader interpretation of the equity cards for speaker.
I don't know what these equity cards are.
That's all. Thank you.
I will invite delegates to assist me in
All right,
better
again, with
using
what are the ears? I mean, everything. This is, come on.
Oh,
Bro,
I'm
it's
sorry.
literally
Someone,
my Dark Souls 3 character.
Yeah, someone's never seen a wood nymph before.
You're playing a joke on me at this point.
What's funny about this? I don't see
Everything.
anybody laughing.
Murph, it takes off its glasses to clean it. The ears come off with the glasses.
Oh, you think they come off?
Bro, she could probably like fly with those ears.
Yo, those are bad, dude.
Bitch looks like she lives in a mushroom house. She grew with a
Fucking
spell.
Flying squirrel looking ass.
No, she looks like a Puerto Rican skyline with all the direct TVs on them.
Hard by forming a straight line behind the microphone with a prominently displayed
Why is that
equity.
funny?
Because he's not.
No, but I mean, I get it, but it's like that. They're so. You're such an exclusive group now that it's like
straight meets other things.
Straight, literally, it's funny that even the word straight would be brought up in this place.
Card. If I see speakers ahead of you who are not holding a card prominently, it would be wrong of me to guess about their gender identity, and I will come to you.
How do you
This
get
applies so far, according to your rules, for gender identities other than a dude, but it is open to us to change our rules as we like as we move forward
So
into the
it's
bright and
nothing
golden
ever gets
future. I will invite delegates to assist me in better using the card by...
I was standing.
How's this one?
Hello, I was standing here with my gender equity card before you called on the previous speaker.
Okay.
These are just a bunch of spoiled kids. These are all spoiled little kids.
But I have my card.
That's my point of privilege that I would like to raise.
I will explain the speaking order, which is fixed, that I cannot amend, which is the pro-con rotation. You can move yourself up a line that you're standing in.
I am pro, and I was...
We went...
Okay, but you have the mic now.
Just say what you have to say, bitch.
Pro-con...
But you're right. It's like when you're arguing with your girlfriend or your wife and you're like, you know, I wanted to tell you something. Okay, sorry, I was busy. Tell me now. No, but I just think it's funny. No, but why don't you just tell me?
Can you get to the point?
Just tell me. No, if you don't want to hear it, no, you're going to tell me, you're not going to tell me.
Tell me what I did wrong so we can just rectify it and move on.
That way I can say, sorry, we can eat dinner. Thank you.
It's like dealing with the cops. You're like, can I just tell me what the fine is? I'll pay it. Just leave me alone, man.
That's what I do. I treat Marie like when she gets angry, like one of those First Amendment orders. I only roll the window down a crack and I make her only talk to me through the car window. It's very awkward that I'm doing it in a garage.
And he films her the whole time.
I do, and I'm saying it's for my safety. I tell her this is for my safety.
Went pro, and my plan was to go con. The speaker at Con Mic 3 also has a speaking card.
Oh
The
my
delegate at
God.
microphone 2 had
Look
been
at the little cards. Look at the little cards.
in line before you, which is why I went there first. I do not make these rules. I don't even love them. Microphone 3.
I have seen it. Okay, this whole place is like, whew. All right, I got this. Let me give you a quick rundown in this one, okay? Have you seen this one? So this black woman, as you're seeing here, she did a hit and run on this guy's car. Like, him and his family were in the car, and you know, the guy caught up with her to try to obviously call the cops and get insurance information. Okay, that's the setup. Here you go.
I don't play with a motherfucking man. A man is not gonna pay me. You gonna pay me,
yeah,
bitch.
this one's good.
You gonna pay me, bitch. You gonna pay me, bitch. You gonna pay me, bitch. You gonna pay me, bitch, now. Now, because one thing about it,
She's got a gun in her hand. I hope you're seeing this. She has a gun.
Oh,
in her hand.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this video.
Well, let's watch it again anyway.
This
There's
is
an
a
update.
good
No,
one.
that's why I didn't say anything.
Pull up
at
the
first.
sentencing. There's an update.
don't play with no mother. Don't touch me.
Yeah, this is great.
Ooh!
And
look, I feel bad because first everyone was shitting on the cameraman for not filming him knocking her out, but the person filming is this 14-year-old kid who just heard a gunshot by his dad, so give him a break. Knocked her out, by the way.
thud.
And then look at this, click.
Yeah, dumped the guy. Yeah, this was fucking great.
And then the kid's like, I'm gonna go move this over here.
Yeah, that was one of the all-time greatest fucking disarms I've ever seen.
Bro, and he knocked her the fuck
Yeah,
out.
he did the classic put your foot behind their foot, trip, thud, back of the head on the ground, grab the gun, give me that fucking thing, unloaded it.
Okay, here we go.
Cuba. And while they're there, and some of the
So I did want to cover a little bit of
influencers
Hassan
also end up
Piker in Cuba and all these
how out of
weirdos.
touch they are. Like, some of these people made the optics of this trip look so bad.
Oh, this is some of the shit Hassan was wearing in Cuba, by the way. $690 shirt.
You would seriously think the CIA was funding it. Like, one of the influencers there was seriously flexing probably at least $10,000 worth of gold jewelry in front of starving kids. Like, this guy went on a humanitarian
That
trip
rules,
to
though.
Cuba with 5 gold necklaces, gold teeth, earrings, bracelets, rings, a fancy watch, and sunglasses. I mean, if it's all real jewelry, I can't imagine how much money it is. And he's going around doing photo shoots in Cuba with Hassan Piker.
Okay, I
Like,
mean, I get it,
maybe I
but
should
what's the
dress
point
him
of going to this place if I can't flex on these broke kids?
You're really going to flex.
Completely out of touch.
Oh, look at his
spoiled,
Gucci
Nepo
bag.
baby, dog abuser. It's so embarrassing. Like, his communist fans always have to defend him indulging in complete luxury because they know he can't help himself and he needs to have fancy from his 5-star hotel.
The Cuban government actually hit my contact from the embassy and told him that if the only thing stopping us all from coming to Cuba was the consistent internet access, we can make it happen.
Yeah, Cuba is. If the only thing stopping them from going to Cuba is consistent internet access, then the government tells them we can make it happen
for you.
And he thinks that that's a good thing. He's so
insane.
brain is fucking cooked.
The consistent internet access, we can
Also, sip your drink on the fucking podcast. Do whatever you want, dude.
make it happen.
Yeah, Cuba is sick.
Wait,
it's
bro,
sick, dude.
Cuba's so fucking sick, dude. Like dude, they got
No,
these
seriously.
lines for like bread.
Bro,
No, they're
Cuba
sick.
is so sick, dude. No, seriously, they need medicine.
They're sick.
They need
Government
medicine.
reached out to you.
So yeah, of course.
So while the people in Cuba are in complete poverty and they're starving and dealing with blackouts, the government made sure to roll out the red carpet for Hassan Piker.
By the way, they didn't roll it out for Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker's retarded. Here's the real reason. If you go to any one of these nice hotels in Cuba, they all have consistent internet. They do. Now, what he's talking about, the special accommodation that he gave them was access to be able to stream in public because their 5G and LTE doesn't really work. So they do work if you have government access, and that's what he meant by giving them access.
So he could stream there and
And
flex
also,
as well.
let's be honest, permission to go stream and film because, you know.
I mean, how sad
You
is
mean like when Anthony Bourdain and said how great it was, but he had to go with this fucking Cuban fucking the
Yeah,
whole time?
attaché, all those people following him around.
that? Like, Hassan couldn't just go 2 days without making content or living in the lap of luxury. He needed to stream there. He needed to wear expensive clothes. He needed to stay at a 5-star resort because if not, then he wouldn't have gone. And he must have realized how bad it looks for him staying at a 5-star hotel admit that, and instead he even tries to convince his fans that he's being forced to stay at a nice place. You know,
they're forcing him to stay at a nice place.
gunpoint. I wanted to go stay at a roadway.
Rather not be at the nice hotel. He'd rather be out with the people dealing with the conditions they're dealing with and showing solidarity and humility. Of course, he doesn't actually do that, but he acts like, I'd rather be doing that, guys. Trust me. And he even makes it seem like he feels bad staying in the hotel.
So he's also being told by the government he's not allowed to go where he wants. And again, he still thinks the government, there's the good people.
Yeah. After seeing the conditions Cubans are living in, he's like, the dichotomy is really fucking me up, guys. Don't worry, it's getting to me.
And the American government makes it illegal for Americans to stay wherever they want when they're in Cuba. They have to stay in what they've declared as 5-star hotels.
That's a fucking... Okay, hi. Actual fucking family came from Cuba. That's a fucking lie.
We're actually not allowed to stay in a 4-star hotel.
That's a fucking lie. The American government.
There's an actual law that if it doesn't have an infinity pool, we're not allowed to stay in it.
If it doesn't have one of those tubs that has the bubbles you could turn on,
I mean, it's illegal. I don't want to go. The problem is, I don't want to go to prison.
But he's lying. No, look, that's not, the truth is Americans aren't even supposed to be traveling on vacation there. So, by the way, let me ask you a question, guys. In what way would America have control over what Cuba lets you stay? That's not how it works. This is the truth, and this is again, I go back to the Anthony Bourdain thing. It's actually the first time you've ever seen somebody try to go out there. Here's what really happens: they make you. They blame the American government. But they make you stay at a 5-star hotel because they don't want you showing how poor the fucking country is.
They want you to tell everyone how nice it is.
They want to tell you how pretty it is and how great everybody is and stuff like that, and how you had internet and you had heat and you had hot water and you had all that stuff. Again, it's like, shut the fuck up. You just buy it?
Right? I'm telling you all this because, like, even the 5-star hotels are not like, you know...
they're not even nice. They're not even that good.
It's not like...
I was shocked. It's like, dude, trust me, a 5-star hotel, but like in Cuba.
What an out of touch asshole.
It's not even that nice.
The government has declared 5-star hotels, but regardless, in comparison to the situation on the island, it's prosperity pretty much, and experiencing that dichotomy is like,
yeah, look how good the internet is.
That's very funny.
Definitely.
With his little
he looks like he's really going through it. And when he wasn't streaming,
looks like
he was
really
going out
through
to
it.
bars with some of his famous friends. And he's like, man, we're living large and really enjoying it out there.
And I went and linked up with the Progressive International boys. I met Jeremy Corbyn. That was fantastic.
Ooh. Cares?
And
So out
and
of touch.
I hung out with the Kneecap boys. We went
I have no idea who these people are, so I believe you.
out and drank at like a local establishment, and we have been we've just been living La Vida Loca.
I'm gonna.
He's been living La Vida Loca, dude.
We're on YouTube.
Honestly, we've just been living life, living large.
Also, Hassan showed up to Cuba with a stack of cash that he made sure to flaunt on stream when he got there. And then he said when he went out, he would start throwing the cash at Cubans. You know, it's kind of like those old YouTube videos where someone would go up to a homeless person and throw money at him, or go to a third world country and throw money at kids, which I'm sure Hassan's fans would criticize people for. Like, Hassan fans give Mr. Beast a lot of shit and say he has a white savior complex and he's out of touch, he exploits the less fortunate and is performative. But then when Hassan goes to Cuba,
That's all
stays
he
at a
does.
5-star resort, parties with influencers, and goes around throwing cash at people, we're supposed to believe there's nothing self-centered about it. He doesn't care about the clout or the
You
content.
think those people are going to keep that money, you fucking moron? What's going to happen is the Chinese are going to ask them, hey, where did you get so much American money?
Yeah, and then they're going to go to jail.
And he just wants to help
Straight to
people.
jail.
And
But that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck off, dude.
show solidarity by being there. Even though it sounded like he wouldn't have even gone there to begin with if he couldn't stream. And of course his fans will use the fact that he donated money to deflect any criticism because they just cannot admit that Hassan made an ass out of himself, which he does all the time.
Because I walked through TSA and I got a fat stack on me.
You talk like this, dude? Yeah. This is how you talk? How old's Hassan Piker?
So I came in with this shit.
You old for
Okay.
this shit?
And, you know, just
34.
peppering people with just wads of cash for the most part. I went to just a couple different like.
Imagine going to Cuba and treating them like fucking strippers,
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
thinking,
say, like,
thinking that you're the good guy.
Like, I don't think any culture would appreciate having money thrown
ew,
at you.
like it's disgusting, dude.
Especially
Bars.
like Hispanics who are like proud and
like no, fuck off.
The first night I went to a bar with the Kneecap Boys, it was awesome. I had a great time there. We just dumped a lot of cash to the best of our ability.
And also when Hassan got there, he seriously started to trash Cubans who moved to America. So he went to Cuba and immediately started shitting on Cubans who grew up there but decided to leave. Like, this is so tone deaf, and he had to know this would stir up controversy. Like, either he has no self-awareness at all, or he's just saying provocative stuff to get attention because he needs to make everything about himself, which I'm sure it's a combination of both. You know, even on a humanitarian stream and say, whoever behaves themselves right.
Best people. Oh, my Lord. Okay? Not in Miami. Oh, dude, it's the reversal. Actually, literally, like
Look how good his internet is in Cuba.
That's
hey, you know what I have in
funny.
Miami? 5G.
By the way, that's the phone calls were made. You make sure he gets the best internet we can fucking offer.
It's one the
him.
government uses.
Yeah, and this is it.
Opposite. Like all the good Cubans stayed here, and
he disappeared.
All the good Cubans stayed in Cuba.
Hang on, he vanished. I've never seen that trick before.
He did like all the actual good Cubans. They vanished from Cuba.
Most of the ones that are crazy just like flew up there.
The crazy ones that came over here and are citizens and all run businesses. They're fucking nuts.
Swear to God.
He doesn't like American Cubans because they vote Republican.
And while he was there, he kept talking about
fucking
how beautiful it is, how amazing the people are. He said it's one of his favorite places. But then he'd be like, if I ever come back, when I come back, it was hilarious. He had to correct himself a few times because, it sounds like he doesn't really care to go back. Like, he was only there for a couple days and spent a good amount of time streaming in his hotel. So you'd think if he really loved it there, he would definitely want to go back and experience it more. And he'd be like, man, I wish I could stay longer, or I'm really looking forward to coming back here. But instead, he's like, if I ever...
The beauty of the people, it's incredible. It's truly one of my favorite places officially. I totally understand why Will was saying that about Cuba.
Yeah, I know why, but here's a real reason, Hassan. As somebody who knows the place in videos, we've been watching the show. You also like Cuba because you could get hookers there for hard rock t-shirts.
Very cheap.
Like, I know why you like Cuba. There's the thing. A lot of sex tourist scumbags like fucking third world countries. They all love them. They're the best thing. Why do you think all these people go to Thailand? Because they're big Muay Thai fans? The real reason these people go to these fucking countries is because they can fuck women that are... Like, Cuba's a great example. There's some women there that are still very hot, right? So you can fuck some hoes in Cuba that you would pay thousands of dollars here for a fucking...
Pennies.
For nothing.
$1.
For nothing. For literally nothing. For a hat. So yeah, that's why. We know why you like it there, because then you could fucking look... Like Mersh said, you could look like a baller... You could look like a baller there. You know what it's like?
Balling on a budget.
It's like getting a stack of cash, right? But that stack of cash, it really depends on where you spend it. If you get a stack of cash and you go to like Tootsie's down there, you're going to be outclassed. You know you are. Some fucking athlete's going to come in. But if you take that $1,000 over here to the shitty titty, woo!
Yeah. You go to Teasers on Nebraska, you're king.
Yeah, you went to the shitty titty, you fucking retard. Of course you felt like a millionaire. You know when you felt bro, you brought it up, Merce, when he let it slip, the whole the 5-star hotels aren't really like 5s. They're 4 at best. Right, yeah. They're 4 at best. Maybe they're 4. Maybe.
Like if I were to ever, not ever, but like I hope to come back, and when I do, I'll probably not abide by the American restrictions. Be able to open.
They're do it now. What were you waiting for? Not abide by the American restrictions.
Open up their homes.
What's going to happen is, Hassan, they're lying to you about the American restrictions. You're going to go to the wrong area, and they're going to fucking stop being nice to you.
Yes.
And they're gonna confiscate, because I've seen it happen. They're going to confiscate all your recording equipment. You ain't going to see that shit. And then you're going to be stuck in a real fucking pickle, because what are you going to do? Go out there and go, oh, actually, I know I said they were great, but they're actually a communist regime that are really fucking mean.
I would love if he ended up like that guy that went to North Korea.
Yep.
Remember that one that just came back brain dead, and they were like, "Sorry,
Sorry.
we don't know what happened."
Well, he already went there brain dead, so what's the fucking difference?
But that was like, dude, that was such a crazy story. They just like they arrested this guy, held him. We're like, we want him back. Trump negotiated it. He came back, and he was like basically brain dead. And then he was here for like 2 days and died.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, so sorry."
To American citizens that are coming in, some of them are allowed. It's in the list of housing that you can stay at. And it's all
U.S. Department of State maintains a Cuban prohibited accommodation list, which bans American travelers from staying at or paying for 400 government-owned hotels, guest houses, and resorts. They cannot enforce that law when you're in Cuba, you fucking retard.
What are you gonna do?
awesome. It's dope. When I go back to Cuba, I will absolutely do that because I'm not going to be going with like a massive humanitarian mission. I didn't choose where we're staying.
So it sounds like he's not very enthusiastic about going back to Cuba, but then he'll trash the people who grew up there and wanted to leave and go to America to pursue a better life.
But then why did your family leave Turkey and come to America? Are all the good Turkish people cool? No, but that's my point with people like this. Like, he just said that sentence. Okay, fine. So the only real cool Turks are the ones that stayed there. They have better hair.
They all have very thick heads of hair.
Barely lasted 2 days in a luxury hotel and then had to go running back to his $3 million house in America. And it sounds like he doesn't really have any interest in going back to Cuba. But he thinks the people that grew up in poverty in Cuba and wanted to leave and pursue a better life in America are assholes. And also the rich influencers that went to Cuba overshadowed everybody else. They're doing like interviews and publicity and throwing parties and concerts. Like this famous Irish rap group that went there was doing interviews and held a concert and got a ton of promotion for it. So the whole event was just overshadowed by these influencers. And one of the activist groups afterwards made a video thanking famous people like Hassan Piker for saving their friends in Cuba. Even though I think there are over 600 people involved in helping get the aid to Cuba.
Hassan Piker saved them.
Hassan got all the credit for it.
My friends in Cuba have been suffering through this, although they're resilient, they're cooking.
Name your friends in Cuba. Name them.
1,
2, 3, 4.
Meals out on coal because they don't have fuel, they don't have gas for cooking. So
Why?
They're resilient. They're naturally having
They're not that resilient because without the U.S., they're not very resilient.
Very hard time. And because famous people like Hassan Piker, my friends' material conditions have gotten better.
And now a ton of people have to help Hassan do damage control just because he couldn't behave himself for a couple days. A man.
Who's your favorite
Who cares?
Cuban influencer?
And most of the time, like he put them in a
Oh yeah, that's
I know
his
Fiona
stuff.
wants out. She's not getting out though. Fiona snaps at her.
He didn't bring his dogs because they'd eat him. Genocide Circus. But if you're that big, you automatically have the bullet. I read that already. A Bavarian Viking says this is a typical of Jeet politicians where they care more about race and equity over fixing things. Genocide Circus. Don't make fun of Akua. I'm told she's a master of raging demon and loves fighting strong opponents. Genocide Circus. Point of personal privilege. Please refrain from using gendered language. Heavy breathing. Genocide Circus. What's up with Ellen DeBone Ellen DeBone Degeneration on the stage? That was good. Bavarian Viking. Where are the rules made up and the points don't matter? Cumberto says, I'm a professional convict. Does that count as pro-con? Yes. Genocide Circus with another 4. Point of personal privilege. I have 2 draw 4s, a get out of free jail card, and all 5 pieces of Exodia. I should be allowed to speak. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Steve's Lament. Mr. Beast actually did shit like having wells built. Assange just threw money at Cubans like they were medieval peasants with leprosy. Sly Lego. Yeah, all the good Cubans stayed in Cuba. They couldn't convince the UDP packets to stay in Hassan's internet connection. That's right. That's a good point.
And nothing on the YouTube side.
I can check Ko-Fi.
Wow.
I can check Ko-Fi.
Like, wow.
Nothing on Ko-Fi either.
Wow.
I knew there was going to be nothing on Ko-Fi. I hope so for no goddamn reason. Guys, you people. All right, you people, just like you know, everyone. More people watch on YouTube than on Rumble, but less people give. But that's fine because I want more. That's not true. I want money from Rumble because we can keep more of it. Ko-Fi is the best though. Okay, so this guy is a he works for Google India. Okay. Now, if you work for Google in the United States of America, what happens is most people, they go, where do you work? Yeah, I work at Google. Nobody really cares. You're not like anything special about you. You just work at Google.
Yeah.
If you're in India and you get one of them Google jobs,
oh, you're like a god.
You get to act like this.
Sir, smoking allowed nahi hai.
He's blowing smoke through the.
नहीं कर सकते प्लीज नहीं कर सकता स्मोक नहीं कर सकते नहीं कर सकता कहां लिखा है यहां पे अलाउड नहीं है सर यहां पे लिखा है नो स्मोकिंग 1 सेकंड आजा बाहर आजा
Oh, it's kind of Chad move.
एयरपोर्ट के अंदर वो स्मोक कर रहा था
भिखारी साले अपने औकात में
Well, he's like Hassan Pikering them right now.
तमीज से बात करिए सर
ये तेरी सैलरी है ना गटर में डाल दूंगा उठा चल उठा ये सब आप उठा
These are the people Vivek wants to bring over. He's been fired by Google India, by the way.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, he was fired pretty quickly. They were like, "Yeah, you're gone. You don't get to work here anymore."
Good for you. You had that 1 in a billion job, and now you're fucking.
And literally over there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Stossel, you're trying, bud. I know.
I love my digital devices, but people keep telling me I should worry more about my privacy. I should encrypt my emails, use apps like Signal and DuckDuckGo that don't collect my personal information. But if I do that, I'd lose some good things. I like it that web companies know me and direct me to things I'm interested in.
Like female beach volleyball? What? That's his editor being an ass, and that's very funny.
John,
like listening to
what
people
are you into?
like listening to people have sex through hotel tours.
I even like it that they know where I am, so they can show me things like restaurants near me. So, privacy? Americans, by and large, don't care. And I mostly don't care. I ask Edward Snowden, why should we worry?
The reason that you say you don't care about this...
We don't care, Edward. Why are you such a dork?
You fucking nerd.
Traitor.
Can
you imagine if Stossel calls him a traitor?
This without any offense intended whatsoever is because you do not understand the way that system is being used against you.
Snowden is in exile in Russia because he revealed how our government spied on us. Now he says we should care more about what companies like Google and Facebook know. But why should I care? I figure the teenage boy across the street could be picking up the stuff I sent. The cork's out of the bottle. What difference does it make?
It's profiling you. When you see a banner ad, they're trying to shape your behavior to sell you a new pair of shoes. But they can also control what you see and in enough time, what you believe.
I don't feel threatened. You make a good case why I should. I'm not scared of Amazon or Facebook because, yes, they want to manipulate me.
Yet. You're not scared of them yet.
But basically, they want my money, and to get my money...
Stossel, but
That's
I know.
adorable.
Hey, listen, I'm with you, Stossel, on a lot of stuff. And
That's
again,
adorable.
I was even with you when you said price gouging is actually good during a hurricane. Listen, man,
boomer.
whatever. But the problem is, no, Facebook doesn't just want your money.
They already have our money.
Facebook was caught manipulating the elections.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do.
If you look at Google, if you look at Alphabet, and you look at Apple, and how much cash they have on hand, they already have our money.
Yeah. And they will have it in perpetuity.
So now it's on to phase 2. How to spend all that money on getting power.
Mm-hmm. To get more money.
Yes.
In the future.
And so on and so forth.
The free market, a company...
It's not a free
John,
market.
You ever heard of the locks? Because they told us money, power, respect is what you need in life.
I would love... Hey, we got any locks and bagels back there, Pessy? I'm fucking starving.
Has to give me what I want.
Let me see.
If it's a Dunkin' Donuts bagel, I don't want it. No.
We only have plain bagels.
A good
no one buys them.
When we talk about the free market operating, we are presuming that there is open competition or that it's even possible to launch a competitor to these things. And I don't believe this is true.
I'm not so sure. After all, experts once declared that IBM, AOL, and MySpace were so big they were monopolies, immune to competition. That turned out wrong. I'm more nervous about that manipulation.
There's entire teams of engineers whose job is to use your psychology against you.
A new documentary supports Snowden's claim that social media company algorithms mean
we have less control over who we are and what we really believe.
Facebook, they ran their own psychological studies on,
Well, I want a site that started just to make friends in college to be running psychological studies in 2026. That's important to me. That's an important thing for me. What the fuck?
The current population to see if they could make you angry. They intentionally wanted to manipulate their users.
And they succeeded.
Facebook discovered that they were able to affect real-world behavior and emotions without ever triggering the user's awareness.
This is controlling human behavior by a private company. For what end? Just to see if they could. The next variants are not going to be just to see if they could. It is going to be for their advantage. It is going to be to shape laws. It is going to be to shape elections.
If you want to control the population of your country, there has never been a tool as effective as Facebook.
So why don't more people fear this?
They haven't seen a neighbor get marched off on the street, as happened in World War II, kind of Nazi uprising context.
That's not true. There's that guy who arrested, the sheriffs who arrested somebody for making a meme the other day. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Or remember the South Beach guy? The cops went to his house.
Also that.
Next.
When the Nazis came to power, they had lists of Jews with bloodlines going back generations. How did they get that information?
Facebook.
Data sets that were constructed.
No, it's pretty far back. Friendster.
Friendster.
For a census, and then it's abused and applied to a different purpose. You don't see how these things are going to be applied later.
But companies like Facebook and Google promised to protect our privacy.
Oh, well, they promised, so then we're fine.
Promise.
They did, so we're fine. Remember when they took away Do No Evil from their logo? That used to be their whole fucking thing was Do No Evil. One day they just we do evil. We do some evil.
No promises.
Yeah.
And say
that's actually the new tagline. Give Google no promises.
Hey, they don't just give information to the government.
People have legitimate concerns.
But America's former NSA deputy director points out.
The companies, we compel them to provide information.
The FBI uses secret subpoenas to grab our data.
If Google's got it and Facebook has it, why is it so much worse that our government has it?
Because Google and Facebook can't send me to jail forever, John.
Yeah.
Well, the difference is Google can sell you a different pair of shoes on the basis of what it knows about you, right? The ads that it places on the side of your bar. But they can't put you in jail. They can't bomb you, right?
Well, Google can make the tracking systems that they use in the bombs.
And Google will someday have bombs capable of killing me.
The government can, and for a lot of people, the government does.
When asked about our lack of privacy on the internet, Eric Schmidt, Google's former CEO, gave this.
Said, deal with it, losers.
Fuck off.
If you have something that you don't want anyone to know, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Ooh. Or maybe you should suck my dick.
Yeah.
In private, of course.
The problem that I have with this.
I like Snowden's response.
Is that we should have to constrain our intellectual curiosity and even, frankly, our weirdnesses, because we could potentially someday be judged on the basis for it, even if we had done nothing wrong, even if it wasn't strange, because the definition of what is wrong is constantly changing.
We may say...
Yeah, come say it to my face. Come to America, say it to my face, dude.
Yeah, you traitor coward.
He'll never get pardoned, will he?
No.
Nah, he won't get a pardon. All right. Let's do this.
Limo drivers facing DUI and also marijuana charges tonight. Parents say Nelson Baba picked their kids up from prom while he...
From prom? The limo driver picked up the kids from prom. Drunk.
Was under the influence.
That's
Channel 2's Tom
awesome.
Jones joins us live now from Cherokee County. And Tom, those teens...
They get in the limo and they go, hey, man, is it cool if we drink back here? He's like, I don't care. I'm already hammered.
Yeah, I'm drinking up here.
Yeah.
They were afraid for their
Well,
lives.
there you go. They were in Cherokee County.
Yeah, George, those 10 teens who were inside that limo say they kept pleading with the limo driver to pull over. They were so afraid. They finally said they got him to pull over at this QT, and their parents had to pick them up here because that limo driver was arrested for DUI.
It was a crazy night.
That's what one teen said who was in this limo right before deputies arrested the limo driver, Nelson Baba, on senior prom night. She says when they left the prom, they knew right away something was wrong.
The moment we stepped into the limo, the putrid smell of weed whips up our noses.
Right, don't be fucking nerd. Don't be a nerd either. The putrid smell. Shut up.
Do you know how great it would have been, like to go to a dance back in high school or go to prom and then find out your limo driver's cool?
Yeah.
You're like, wait, we might be able to get some weed.
We could
from this
smoke
guy.
weed in here. He's not going to notice a difference.
Yeah, his car already smells like weed. And if we get pulled over,
it's his weed.
We'll blame him.
Yeah.
They say Baba couldn't find his way back to Cherokee County, even though he had a GPS. They say Baba drove erratically. One of their parents said the kids were afraid for their lives.
We get a text around 10:30. Says this guy's going to kill us.
The teens say they finally got Baba to pull over at this QT in Holly Springs.
They searched the limo and, found what they found.
Deputies say they found marijuana and say Baba told them he bought it while the teens were at the prom. Baba
based.
Hell yeah.
Was arrested. The parents asked for a full refund from the limo company they paid. Are you going to give them their money back? The owner of Price the Limo told me Baba works for another limo company, and he offered to only charge the teens half price since the first leg of the trip went as planned. The parents say it did not go as planned, and they never knew Baba worked for someone else.
I hope I never meet that limo driver in person again because I won't be able to contain myself.
No. What are you going to do, man? You going to scam with your stupid bags? That guy's like a 6'5" black guy. What are you doing?
He'll smack the shit out of you. He'll smack you into another dimension.
And he's not going to care because he's drunk.
No.
The right to put our kids in danger.
Baba was
Is there anything more fucking cringe than mama bears? Like that whole mama bear mentality.
Better
That these
watch out.
fucking
When I
better.
go into mama bear,
When I go and you're not going to do anything, all right?
Your son's in jail. Like, you know what I mean? You have an adult son that's in jail right now.
Yeah, you're mama bear. Shut the fuck up. None of you are mama bears. You're a bunch of fucking retards. If you say that, you're retarded. Just be a normal mother.
Yeah, almost every woman I've ever heard talk about being mama bear has an adult kid that's in jail.
Absolutely.
To some extent.
And 3 ex-husbands.
Yes. And you're like, I don't know if you're the best mama bear.
And they post memes on Facebook. If you come after my son, I'll kill your family or whatever. Shut up. No, you won't.
Baba was arrested for DUI, drugs, and marijuana possession.
Damn.
Deputies also said he
Rough
did
day.
not have valid certificates to operate a vehicle for
Sorry,
hire
Baba.
or to operate a limo. Those parents are urging people who rent limos to do extensive research to make
Really
sure
extensive.
something
I mean,
like
it's
this
2
doesn't
hours to fucking look them up.
I didn't take a fucking limo to prom. My dad was like, take my car. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, that's way better. Because number one, then you're just with the chick in the car instead of being there with your friends that are going to fucking, if they fuck up, they're going to just cock block you. You know that's what's going to happen.
Or even if you just have you and your girl in a limo, you still have like some weird adult.
Yeah,
hanging
it's
out with
exactly.
you.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's like, you take the car. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
Then you
That
can go
sounds
drive off somewhere and get blown in the
Exactly-
Everglades
Exactly.
somewhere.
Why would I do the limo?
Do you know how many dead-end streets there are when you get close to the Everglades? You just pull off to one of the little cul-de-sac and a little dome and move on.
You don't think I've gotten a blowjob at a rundown Blockbuster golfing games, Mersh? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. Don't do it at the City Furniture once because I did it once in high school. I'm like, no, listen to me. This is true. I was like probably 19, so I was out of high school and I was with my girl. And we were in the back of my Mustang and we were parked like in the City Furniture like fucking warehouse because there's nobody ever there. One day we were fucking in the back and then I fucking get a vibe. Someone's looking at us. I look out the back window and then I just see some like black dude. It is the delivery truck going. I'm like, fuck. He didn't call the police, obviously, but
we got a bail.
Yeah.
happen to you. We're live in Holly Springs in Cherokee County. I'm Tom Jones for Channel 2 Action News.
On a night that was supposed to be
Tom
so memorable
Jones?
for completely.
Well, it's a Netflix variation of him, but yeah. It's Netflix Tom Jones.
I appreciate you being with us this morning as Chief Walker and I brief you on a horrible murder, senseless murder, that occurred late Thursday night, actually about 11:20 on Thursday evening. Bartow Police received a 911 call about someone that was down. They arrived.
Like down
They
what? Like
started-
down to fuck?
No, down bad. Down bad.
Down
yeah.
bad?
Yeah.
Working, they saw this significantly injured person and discovered that, in fact, what they had was a murder. We were guarded with our information on Friday morning when the chief and I met with you because
Here it
there
is.
were Jeffrey Blevins. He's 56. He lives in that apartment complex with his sister. He was outside of his sister's apartment talking on the telephone to his mother.
Mm-hmm.
They lived
That's
in
his mama bear.
Mama bear.
Yeah.
apartment 108. And the mother heard a sound as if he had fallen down, and she called out to Jeffrey, and he didn't respond, so Mom hung up, called the sister, and said, go outside and find your brother. He's fallen down. And his detectives and our detectives, because we have what
Get to it, Grady. Get to the. Can you get? Is there a shorter version of this?
In number 114. David Richard Morris, so I can give you some background on him.
I don't know. I like when Grady does this. He gives us all the details.
Lived with his mother his entire life.
Uh-huh.
He lived in that apartment complex with his mother. He has been described to us
these
as a
40-year-old guys living with their
conspiracy
mom?
theorist.
Economy
He's
shit, dude.
what they call a flat earther.
He's a flat earther. This is over a conspiracy theory.
He still doesn't believe the earth is round.
He's a real knucklehead. Here, I got a little more info.
Wait, is that what the fight was about?
Yes, here you go.
To a violent death in Polk County. A man described as a conspiracy theorist is now under arrest, accused of shooting and killing his neighbor who was on the phone with his mother at the time. David Morris is charged with murder in the death of Jeffrey Blevins, who was shot last Thursday outside his apartment in Bartow. As Fox 13's Carla Byron reports, despite the arrest, investigators say there are still a lot of unanswered questions.
Late Thursday night, 56-year-old Jeffrey Blevins was just outside the fitness center at Fountain Place Apartments in Bartow, where he lived, smoking a cigarette and talking to his mom on the phone.
He is known by family and friends as being non-confrontational. He's easygoing. He's light.
Well, he isn't shit anymore.
Yeah, all right. He's a globetard,
Was
though.
like.
He's a globetard, though.
And he's just not a problem person.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says Blevins was shot in the head. There was no witness or video surveillance that revealed the shooter. During their investigation, detectives talked to 48-year-old David Morris, who lived with his mother in the unit above Blevins.
That's right.
He
Well,
has
guess what? Get dead, fucking globecock.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
Described to us as a conspiracy theorist. He's what they call a flat earther. He still doesn't believe the earth is round.
Based.
Well, the floor in the county jail is flat anyway.
That's not your best one, Grady.
It's not really.
And that's where he is.
The sheriff says Morris told detectives he owned a 9mm gun, and a 9mm shell casing was found at the scene. Detectives conducted a search warrant on his apartment where they found blood on a gun inside a backpack in the closet,
Jesus,
as well as
talk
on a
about
pair
the
of
best
shoes and a
evidence in the
towel.
world.
Forensic testing confirmed the shell casing from the scene matched Morris's gun. As of right now, it's unclear what the motivation was for the shooting.
So it wasn't because he was a conspiracy. It could have been something else. Yeah.
Was no obvious conflict that we've been able to find between these two guys. Like they hated each other. They've been fighting. There was no fight that night.
Well, that's because the moonbeams were cold.
No, I hope he's not involved.
Anything on YouTube?
I hope, what's his Johnny B. Flat? What's his name?
Frankie
B. Flat. I'm sorry. We do have Service Viva for 5 said, I checked YouTube and I didn't get a dono either.
That's
not a lot of donuts going around. Know Thy Enemy for 2 said, Akua, maybe Bernie Mac under that paper mask.
Mr. 3000? Yeah, that's Cedric the Entertainer.
Wait, the movie? It was a baseball movie or something?
Mr. 300? Patsy, what was that baseball movie with Bernie Mac?
All right, so Bernie Mac was Mr. 3000.
Thank you, I nailed it.
There's also
There's
a
Andre
classic,
3000.
Yeah.
There's also Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck.
What does that have to do with?
He just wants to know there's another
Nothing.
baseball movie.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
but-
naming other baseball.
Oh,
films.
okay.
There's also Major League with Charlie Sheen.
That's a good one.
That's really good
It's
movie.
the best
actually. It's
actual
the best
baseball movie.
Don't
Is that the
forget
best?
Sandlot.
Is that
It
the, hold
is.
on.
Let me tell you
Ooh.
something. Let me tell you something. It is. Major League is the best baseball movie. It's the best sports comedy. It's probably one of the best of all time movies.
Best baseball movie. Ooh, I'm going to give you best baseball movie. I can't even argue that. The only one that would come second to me would be Sandlot in terms of being a baseball movie.
Yeah, but that's more of a kids movie.
Well, still a really good movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
What's wrong with
Major League
You don't
for
like the
Sand-
natural Mersh when he breaks the lights?
like the Sandlot's
Natural?
important to you if you were a kid back then, and it's like a special movie from when you were a kid. I just think that overall, the writing, the pacing, the like for just a feel good, shitty sports fun movie, like Major League's number one.
I prefer Major League 3 back to the minors. That's me personally. That's what I prefer to watch.
Major League is a perfect movie. Sandlot is a perfect kids movie.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with Mersh, though, in terms of as an adult, obviously you're going to appreciate Major League more. I like Major League 2 as well.
Yeah, they were both great.
They're both good. 3 sucked. 12
can I give another one? It's
Sure.
a kids movie, but Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year still holds up. It's fucking hilarious.
Overrated shit, Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Overrated garbage. Rookie of the Year was funny. That's why I liked it as a kid.
It's very Daniel Stern is
Yeah.
so good in that one, man.
Did you say funky butt loving? 12-pack did give over on Ko-Fi, $10. He says, thanks, guys. Great show as usual. Mersh, will you be doing Nightwave? Everyone's talking about what you've been doing on Nightwave, Mersh.
Really?
Everyone's doing documentaries about it.
I love it, yeah. Guys, tomorrow, what am I talking about? 10 o'clock tonight, Nightwave.
Go check that out.
I nailed it.
Tomorrow,
Nailed
guys,
the
check it out.
promo.
Wednesday, revengeofthesys.locals.com. And guys, if everything is setting up the way it is, I believe Thursday you're going to want to tune into the show. Trust me, we got a big guest, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I don't want to spoil it, but we'll let you know Wednesday who the big guest is. Pessy, you're next.
Yes, sir. Pash time.
Virgie, you streaming?
Ever?
Yeah, at some point.
Ever again.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
never again, actually.
Right.